everybody. Here's Pretty Kitty 13, and here is your Kirby questions. Everybody is here to answer our questions. We have
Koopa
Media 64. We have
AM the Ocarina Player.
Eldrick Irons.
And we also have our very own
Lena Lamont the Troll.
Yes, a special guest for the questions going on here.
So we have our core crew for KA to answer these questions that you were all so kind to ask us. AM will be reading all the questions, and we will do our best to answer them.
Alrighty, our first three are our most requested questions. Number 1, what is your inspiration for Kirby Abridged?
Ooh, that's a doozy.
Well, it's actually pretty simple because we watched an episode of a Kirby Abridged series before.
This was, oh man, how long ago was this? Like it was 2010 or so.
Yeah, it must have been. We watched it and it was just horrible. The acting was bad, the script was bad, the jokes weren't funny. It just seemed like a bunch of guys did this over Skype on a whim.
Yeah, we had seen the Kirby show so much. We'd loved the show so much. We felt that we could really do a good Abridged series if we put our minds to it. And we thought, well, if we can, let's do one.
So basically, our inspiration for Kirby Abridged is right there in episode 13. Because everybody else who's tried has failed miserably, and we just want to rub it in their noses that we can do better. We're going to fail miserably. We're going to fail miserably, aren't we?
Okay.
Next question.
The other reason is because we know so much about Kirby Abridged, we know best, in a sense, how to do things right.
You said that wrong. You know a lot about Kirby Abridged? You should say we know a lot about the Kirby show.
Yes.
Alright, keep going.
At least I'm paying attention.
Number 2, why does Kirby sound the way he does?
Ooh, that's a question for Eldrick.
At the time, we thought that it would be best to make it the exact polar opposite of what Kirby originally was in the series, where he acted like a small child. So we've kind of taken like a 50-year-old Englishman and put him in a child's body. Because we couldn't really think of anybody who would be more prim, proper, and arrogant, so we went with the English.
That and you're the only person we know who could pull off a credible accent.
Yes.
Alright, number 3. How long does it take to make an episode of KA?
Forever.
Feels like it.
Uh,
The thing is people have been asking us, why does it take, quote-unquote, a month to do these? And how it actually is through the course of the month, we chip away at doing the episode. So if you took all of the work that we chip in through the course of a month, I'd say it takes about a full week's worth of work to make one episode of Kirby Abridged, right from the start of the script to uploading it to YouTube.
No sleeping or meals.
But of course, we don't live in a perfect world, so that never happens. We never have a full week to do Kirby Bridge, so we have a whole month to do
But the
it.
truth is that you're never ever working on only one episode at a time.
Nope, we often work on several episodes.
Yes.
Always.
Due to my work schedule, at times we usually have my lines done well in advance, because by the time they get around to getting their stuff done, my lines, I might not be there to do them, so usually mine are the first ones ever recorded.
Yep.
Alright.
So it takes a week of work.
In real world time, it takes a month.
Alrighty. Dark02S asked, what country are you from? We're from Canada. Yes, we're all horrendously polite and nice and
Sorry, but we're a bunch of Canucks, eh?
From
Yeah.
the Great White North, you hosers.
Next one.
Alright. Kevin Kess asked, what are some of the most enjoyable parts of making an Abridged series?
Well, that's easy. The writing.
The writing is fun.
Making fun of people is fun, but in
Make-
such a nice way.
Making fun of the original show is fun.
Making fun of the bad dub is fun.
Sometimes the funniest stuff doesn't get into the script for obvious reasons.
Yes.
Eldrick?
What's your favorite part?
Editing, working within the framework of the story.
Like, he since he's our chief editor, that's his favorite part, is editing our script, so
Editing pre-made
he'll take our train wreck and set it on fire to make it even better.
Yeah. Yeah, you put it well.
Alright. Kevin Kess also asked, what are your least enjoyable parts of it all?
Editing.
Video editing,
Video editing.
bar none. The only consolation to video editing is I get to do the sound effects, which is fun. But
Yes.
that's it.
Because Because
It is the longest thing to do. Because you have to match the lip flapping.
you have to find good clips from the episode to match what you're doing. And sometimes you have extra dialogue lines and you have to make up a scene.
Yes.
And that gets to be pretty hard.
Though some people try to get around it by using Flash, but let's face it, that's just cheaping out.
That's
it's
cheating.
It's way better to get the actual original animation to go with what you're already writing. That just makes it look so much funnier.
You guys have seen Nun Piece, right? It looks
yes.
so unnatural with the...
It looks so robotic.
Or the
very
later,
robotic.
or
So
some
we
of
just...
the newer episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. He uses Flash as well.
Yeah, we do it au naturel, and it looks... it's just bad enough that it fits with the original show.
It's more
Yes.
work, but it's worth it. Eldrick, how about you? What's your least favorite part?
None of it. I don't have a least favorite part. All I am is a voice actor. I don't have to do any of the actual technical stuff.
Yeah, lucky you. I'm in the same boat.
You're on easy
Next
street.
All right.
question.
Kirby Superstar 44 and Megahog 2014 asked, what are your favorite and least favorite Kirby Right Back At You episodes?
Okay, I remember that question. They asked, what are your top 5? But since there's 5 of us here, we'll ask everybody individually. So we'll start with Eldrick, since he's on my left.
Probably the Robot Escargoon would be favorite, and least favorite. Probably would be like the final one when they're all on the thing, because it kind of almost seemed like a cheesy Battlestar Galactica / Star Wars.
Yeah, the
ripoff.
final episode of the
Your
series.
least favorite is
Final 5
technically...
episodes weren't too good.
Your least favorite is technically the movie, Kirby Fight to the Finish, and your favorite would be Right Hand Robot.
To most people on YouTube, they...
All right, Lena Lamont, your favorite and least favorite.
My favorite, bar none, is Cartoon Buffoon.
Yes.
It's totally hilarious. And my least favorite is that stupid one where they put the hole in the ozone and they're going up in the air balloon and everybody's worried about getting sunburnt. It's just totally retarded.
A sensational
But-
surprise.
But
Puzzle.
a close runner-up to hated episode is Pappy's Potty.
Yes.
Pappy Potty, not Pappy's Potty.
Be Pappy's Potty.
Yes, it will be when we get to it. Yes. How about me?
All right, Koopa, what is your favorite?
My favorite Kirby Right Back At You episode is Cartoon Buffoon. It is a classic and it'll always be a classic. My least favorite? A Half-Baked Battle.
All right, my favorite and least favorite episodes are probably... Okay, favorite would probably be Hour of the Wolfrath, just because I have a thing for dogs. It's just a really cool episode, and by far it's probably the most remotely plot-driven episode at all, next to the Knuckle Joe episodes. Least favorite would probably have to be all the environmentally frenzied episodes they have. They're just so stupid.
So you hate the environmental episodes as a whole.
Yes, as a whole.
Anything that had to do with nature.
Yes.
Well, my favorite episode would be the Knuckle Joe episodes. That includes Here Comes the Sun.
Man,
Mash
those
Your
are
2
terrible.
Point. I like them. I like Knuckle Joe. I don't care what you
He's
say.
probably the most plot-driven character out of everybody there, and he's a minor character. How sad is that?
His four kids' voice was terrible.
Yeah. All right.
My least favorite episode. Oh, there's so many of them. But
Try to narrow it down to 15.
my least favorite is probably Pink Collar Blues. It's
when
just,
he fires all the Waddle Dees.
It's just, eh.
kind of a really stupid and unsubstantial episode.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
Alrighty, next up, the Stinging Goomba asked, do you like waffles?
Yeah, we like waffles.
Do you like pancakes?
Yeah, we like pancakes.
Do you like French toast?
Yeah, we like French toast.
No! What? With maple syrup, it's too Quebecois.
Okay. Hey Luke, Megahog 2014 and the Stinging Goomba again asked, what's your favorite or otherwise best episode of Kirby Abridged?
Well, my favorite episode so far has been the one that we just did with Meta Knight.
Meta Knight's Sordid Story.
Episode
Yes.
18.
What I liked about it actually had a lot more to do with the technical than just the story. But that doesn't mean that I thought that the other episodes weren't good. It's just, to me, the series has come such a long way. It's still funny. It was funny right from the beginning, or I wouldn't have been part of it at all. But that's been my favorite episode, and every recent episode that they do ends up being my favorite episode because I just love every new one that comes out.
Because as every new episode comes out, you see how much further we're coming along in as far as creating the series.
Yes.
Yeah,
Our technique is getting more polished.
Yeah, I feel
Eldred,
that way too.
What's your favorite KA episode?
I agree with Lena Lamont. I like all of them. They just keep getting better and better though as time moves on.
All right, Kitty.
My favorite episode is the second episode that we did with Chef Shiitake.
That would be episode
really?
15.
You liked Enter the Moron?
Yes, that's my favorite. Kawasaki, who fell on my Prius.
No, that's Crouching
episode-
Idiot Hidden Psycho.
No,
that's the
episode
first one.
18.
Sure?
Yes,
Yes.
it is episode
Crouching
18.
Idiot Hidden
Okay.
Psycho is the first one with Chef Shiitake with
I like to
subtitle
work
jokes.
on it and know the details, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, leave me alone. We've done 18 of these. It's hard to keep track.
All right,
But I
Oh,
like
it's very easy to
I
keep
like
track.
both of them then as a whole.
it's also fun because we get to work with Trunklet. He's just a scream to listen
Oh,
to.
he's a ham.
All right, Koopa.
Yeah, I have two favorite episodes. It's hard to pick just one. My one favorite is episode 4, just because, like,
Which was our April Fool's episode.
yeah, but it was our big return, and ever since then we've made a new one. And at this point, we've had like maybe 2 or 3 times as many episodes as we started with all those years ago when we did like one, and then we did another one 6 months later. It's a landmark episode. It was the beginning of something beautiful. Not so much the content of it. Yeah, it's got
It was
funny
also
jokes,
the
but it's a
turn
bit short.
of our technical advancements because
Yep.
that's when we upgraded to the blue snowball.
Yep, it sounded much better. And my other favorite has got to be episode 16 because I put a lot of work into it, and it's
It's a
about
Wonderful
my
Apocalypse.
Yes, it's my favorite episode.
That's also because it's all Majora's Mask related. That's
Yes.
by far your favorite game.
You went nuts with that episode.
The best part
The
about
only
it
thing we
is
could have done to go further was if we had photoshopped the moon's face onto the asteroid just for gits and shiggles.
no, everybody does that. No, it's better to put in stuff like Dawn of the First Day.
And all the dark music. Alright, my favorite episode of Kirby Abridged would very much like Kitty's have to be the first Chef Shiitake episode, simply because it was so new for us to do all of the subtitle jokes. It's just so hilarious. Other favorite Kirby Abridged episode for me would have to be episode 13, because I helped to write some of the first jokes, and you know an episode's going to be bad when the first joke out of the head gate is, I put a subliminal message in here, see if you can find it!
Steamboat Kirby.
Yes. My other favorite would be
You got
episode
3
18.
favorites?
Yeah. I like everything in this series, but my top favorites, my third favorite would have to be
You're supposed to pick one.
episode 18, because I got to write the second half of the episode as well as help to work the jokes with Sword and Blade. I wanted that so badly. What the heck is he saying? So let's just roll with it.